Hello, and welcome to How To Tutorials. Today we're going to be working on a very simple programming thing in Python 3 called an infinite while loop. This is going to make your program able to do something over and over again forever. It's not helpful in very many programs, but it can be very fun and occasionally life-saving. Now, let's get to it. So, if any of you don't already know, we're going to be using a Python editor called idle. Now, why we're going to use this is because it's a very good Python editor made by Python that has all of the things necessary for building pretty much any Python program. So, to download it, we're going to go to python.org, and we're going to click download. I'm using Mac OS, so I would go to there and download the latest version. If you're using Windows, you'd go to there or other platforms for Linux. So I'll download that, and it'll come up in my as a .pkg file in my downloading window. Now, since I already have it, I don't need to do this, so I'm going to cancel the download. And I'm just going to show you how it works from here. So I will have an applications folder called Python 3 point whatever you're using, and I'm going to open it, and inside we have idle and a lot of other stuff. Right now we're just going to focus on idle. So we can drag this to applications, and that's going to need to be authenticated, but I already have it there. And then we can open it. And that's really all there is to it. But, okay, so here we are at the interactive shell. This is a place in Python, idle, where you can type single commands, so we can't type a full program in here. But this is very helpful for testing out small things. Now, if we wanted to see if a certain command works, like 5 plus 5, then we would do 5 space plus space 5 and hit enter. Now we know about the interactive shell. To get to a full program, we hit File in the top left corner and hit New File. So this is where we're going to type our infinite loop. So we're going to make a variable called num, do space equals space 0. So the variable called num is now equal to 0. Then we're going to type while true, there's a space in between them, sorry for covering it up, and with a colon, and then we're going to do enter and tab, which is very important, so it knows it's inside of that while statement. Num could really be called anything, but we're going to just do that to remember it's a number. Now while says while the next thing is true, so while true is true, which will be always, execute the function after it. And it will only think of the function after it as the thing and stuff indented on the right level. So we're going to indent, and we're going to press num space plus equals 1. So now we're going to add 1 to number, or num. Now we're going to print, and in parentheses, num. So now it'll add 1 to num, and then print it. Now I need to save it, and here it goes. And this will basically count from 1 until forever. So if we want to stop it, we do Control-C, Control, even on Mac, which is very important, and it'll do a keyboard interrupt. Now, if we want to make this a controlled loop, we would delete it all and type for, which is the name of the loop, and then a variable name. We're going to use num, but we could really use anything. Now we're going to type in range and open parentheses. This is going to say that the first number, which we'll type now as 1, will be the number it starts counting from. And then comma space, and the second number will be the number it ends at, or well, really the number before that. Then we're going to do colon, return, and tab. Now print, and then we're going to print num. And since 1 is added to num every time, since that's the increment we're counting in, the auto increment, it will print 1 through 7. And there you have it. Now, if we add another number after 8, like let's say 2, then that'll make it so that now we're counting by 2's. But do you notice how it still prints 7 at the end, even though that's not in the correct, just that's not one of the things it would count to if you were counting by 2's? That's because it will always end on the number before 8. Now, notice that since num's a variable, we can change it to I, which is a very common one. I don't really know why. And then now it should do the exact same thing. But we can also print something below it like hello world, which is a common phrase. And if we do that, now it will print a number, hello world, a number, hello world, and just like that. If you want to make it print hello world first, we would just reverse those in the order. That's all. See you next time.